Karibu Chai. I'm welcoming you to drink tea. Karibu tunywe chai. Karibu tunywe chai. So let us travel all the way to Kenyan country. Finally, the multi-party democracy hero and struggler finally he has spoken. The multi-party struggler, the multi-party hero who fought for multi-party system in Kenya finally has spoken. I'm sorry when I'm putting some madwedo pale katika English yangu. Honorable Raila Omolo Odinga has spoken, blaming the foreign powers interfering on August 15th election results in Kenya, presidential election results in Kenya. Finally, Raila Omolo Odinga came out. And now he's realizing that, oh, wait a minute. This thing can't be like so. So what happened? This could be actually outside power or outside powers who actually interfering the Kenyan election, which was actually held on was held on August 9. The results actually came out probably August 15th. So Raila Omolo Odinga is blaming outside powers for manipulations and deceptions. I talked here many times, guys. Unajua watu kama sisi ambao tutambulikani, whenever we talk, nobody actually pay attention. I talked here on my video, YouTube video several times, that some Western powers, they don't see Raila Omolo Odinga as their man to lead a Kenyan country. I said here on my YouTube videos that some Western powers actually preferred William Ruto to be Kenyan president than Raila Omolo Odinga. I said here many times. But the little people like us, nobody actually paid or paying attentions when actually I'm talking. But now, look like they were exactly what I was talking on my YouTube channels about Raila Omolo Odinga and William Ruto concerning these so-called interferences of Western powers, some of them. I brought some little bit of history here. You remember when the Raila Omolo Odinga father and Jomo Kenyatta, the Western power, they perceived Odinga Oginga, Raila Omolo's father, as communists and socialists, and they perceived Jomo Kenyatta as somehow capitalists, no, capitalists, somehow capitalists. So the communist, socialist, and the capitalists between Raila Omolo Oginga Odinga, the father of Raila Omolo Odinga, and late Jomo Kenyatta. Even though that Oginga Odinga was fair enough and was kind enough and was good enough, tells the British monarchy that we cannot go ahead and lead this country, Kenya, without releasing Jomo Kenyatta from prison. What a gesture is that? A good gesture. We cannot lead this country unless you release Jomo Kenyatta from prison. But still, some Western powers, they have some, how do you call it? There's some pumbu. Some pumbu in them that makes them not to like Raila Amolo Odinga as the as Kenyan president. Still, though interfering the Kenyan election, in any case, because they want their man in there to lead the country. Let me say something, you guys, man. The Kim's kits that you guys are using to record the votes or to record how many people actually voted during elections. The Kim's kits, those are not Kenyan technology. Those are Western's technologies. And the paper ballots, those paper ballots who were printed in so-called Greek, those paper ballots, there's some kind of water, how do you call water or something? I forgot the other water. What do you call water papers? I don't know. I don't remember the other words. But anyways, you understand what I'm saying. So everything that it's African in general. But let us talk about Kenya. Why are you printing and spending billions of Kenyan shillings to print these papers, ballot papers, in foreign countries? Maybe there's some Kenyans have deals with these foreign countries, which actually printing these these papers, voting papers. I think there's some Kenyans, they have some interests in there. That's why we are always go to other countries to print voting papers for us. Why can't we ourselves printing our own paper ballots in our own countries? Oh, wait a minute. Hatuaminiani, we don't trust each other. even those paper ballots was the paper ballots was actually printed in Greeks. Okay. Some of the people brought their own paper ballots. brought their own paper ballots actually matches, somehow matches, the fake paper ballots or closely matching the paper ballots, okay, fake. They're still trying, even if we have actual paper ballots, but some people during the elections, during the election in Kenya, they were trying to bring fake ballots. Still, so what if the actual ballots actually printed here in Kenya? It'll be actually a disaster, a disastrous, my friend. But finally, the hero of multi-party democracy, Raila Omolo Odinga, came up, and he's blaming Western power for monopolying the Kenyan voting rights. They do this every country. It's not Kenyan. It's not Kenya only. They do this everywhere. And this some Western powers, they they're interfering on elections to every countries, not only Kenya. But the problem is, it's not a problem. Raila Omolo Odinga is very kind and naive. I'm sorry to say that. We love you, Raila Omolo Odinga. We thank you for your efforts fighting for multi-party democracy in Kenya. But you are so naive. 2017, most of the some Western power, they were saying that, oh, handshake, 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 you will lose your legacy, you lose this, you lose your legacy, your people will see you as that, your people will see you as this, if you're continuing boycotting these elections, or this election in Kenya, or create somehow unwilling to negotiate or unwilling to make peace in Kenya. Or you're going to lose your legacy. What kind of legacy I'm going to lose? We're going to die anyway. What kind of legacy? There's no legacy. Only God Almighty. He's the only one who's going to give you legacy. Human being is not going to give you legacy. Human being can give you Nobel Peace Award from Oslo, Norway, whatever. Human being can give you that. Human being can give you this. But human being cannot save your lives or your life. Only God Almighty can save your life. So if these foreign powers, they're telling you, oh, you're going to lose your legacy, or what and what, so what? So the naiveness of Raila Omolo Odinga is one that brings, actually causes him not to be, how can I say, not to be actually the president of Kenya. Naiveness. Okay, at that time now, they gave him the ambassador of development and what? African ambassador of development and something. And infrastructures, whatever is that. Whatever it is. Okay? And now, I've seen the article here, William Ruto gave Raila Omolo Odinga, or maybe suggesting that he's going to be the ambassador of peace. The ambassador of peace. Raila Omolo is going to become a dove. Oh, dove from heaven, the ambassador of peace. Have you ever heard somebody that kind of ministry, the ambassador of peace? What peace is going to bring in the world? You have nothing. You don't control the world. You cannot bring peace whatsoever. Are you telling me you're going to bring peace in Kenya? That's a foolishness. Sorry to say that, guys. I'm not intending to say this. But that is a foolishness ministry. Okay, the ambassador of peace. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I respect these leaders, but I'm saying this. Okay, I respect William Ruto, our president. I respect Baba, but some ministries are damn ministries. But I knew that some Western powers, they'll never accept Raila Omolo Odinga to become the president of Kenya. Never. Unless Raila Omolo Odinga push away his naiveness, his cowardness, his weakness. Okay? He need to capture the power. He need to capture the power during the election seasons or election days. I'm not saying to capture the power by doing some coups or whatever. No. He has to capture the power. Do not be deceived and given bogus advices by some Western powers, undercover advices, that they will make you to agree everything that they are telling you to do. Oh, calm down. We're going to give you the Ministry of African Ambassador of Infrastructure and Development, Ministry of Africa. Now we're going to give you the Ministry of, they're going to make you the Peace, Minister of Peace, whatever. That's a nonsense thing, man. So, but, okay, guys, I hope now Mr. Raila Omolo Odinga realized who is his enemies. His enemies is not Kenya's enemies. His enemies are some Western countries. They don't want him to become the president of Kenya because they think if he becomes the president of Kenya, maybe he's going to collaborate with Russia, because his father was communist and socialist, or Russia is going to come down in Kenya with big boats and military whatever. This is the narrative. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's true what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that this may be the Western powers' narratives. They say if the Raila Omolo Odinga, if he becomes Kenya president, they will invite Russia because his father, Odinga, was a communist lover. But anyways, I'm going to end there. And yes, but Mr. Raila Omolo Odinga, stop being naive. Stop being coward. Stop being nice and easily deceived by these so-called advisors, experts, whatever. Please, please be safe. Subscribe, put your comments. Bye-bye.